at one problem in indices, and that is the problem we have on our board, and is 16 over 81 raised to the power of 3 over 4. So let's simplify this problem. And remember a law in indices, that is the fractional index law. The fractional index law, that is the law we are going to apply here to be able to solve this problem. And so, say solution. Okay, so we have 16 over 81 and raised to the power of 3 over 4. Now watch. Now the fractional index law says that when we have a number being raised to a fraction, that is the index is a fraction, the law says that we take the root of the fraction of the denominator. We take the root of the denominator and raise the number to the power of the numerator. So in essence, we have the fourth root of 16 over 81, all in bracket, raised to the power of what? 3. Can you see that? So this is now equal to, now, the fourth root of everything here. Now, remember, we have square roots, we have cube roots, and we have what? Fourth roots. We have fifth root, sixth root, and continue. Now, when we say square root of 4, that means we are saying that a number that will multiply itself 2 times to give us 4. That is the square root. And that will give us what? 2. That's because square root of, and that is 2. Now, what about cube root? We have 9. Sorry, we have 8. So, the cube root will now be what? 2 times 2 times 2. That is a number that will multiply itself what? 3 times to give us 8, and that is what? 2. So that means the cube root of 8 is what? Is 2. So we are going to apply this knowledge here also. Now, they said the cube root of 16 and the cube root of 81. That means that they are saying that what is that number that will multiply itself 4 times to give us 16, and what is that number that will multiply itself 4 times to give us what? 81. And so that means we have the fourth root. That is, we can say 2 times 2 times 2, because 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and so 8 times 2 is what? Is 16. So that means this is the a simplification of 16. Then we have 81. Can you think? Yeah, that is 3, because 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is what? 81. So all raised to the power of what? 3. Yeah. So the power of 3. And so that means that the fourth root of 81 is what? Is 2 over the fourth root of 81 is what? Is 3. And then the fourth root of 16 is what? Is 2. And so all raised to the power of what? 3. And so this is equal to 2 raised to the power of 3 and 3 raised to the power of 3. That means that this is the fraction, and so this law is not only affecting 2, it is affecting both the numerator and the what? The denominator. So in essence, we say that this is 2 raised to the power of 3 over 3 raised to the power of what? 3. And so that will arrive us at 2 raised to the power of 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. And then 3 raised to the power of 3 is 3 times 3 times 3. And so that is equal to 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2 is what? Is 8 over 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is what? 27. And so that is the in indices using the basic principles of indices. The question is, we have the square root of 2, 4, 5 times p raised to the power of 3 times q raised to the power of minus 2 over 5 raised to the power of p over 5 p raised to the power of 5 times q raised to the power of what? Minus 6. So watch how we are going to simplify this to arrive at a final answer. So watch, this is equal to, now let's space it out. Let's say we have this is square root of, now this is 2, 4, 5. Now let's take all the numbers, all like terms together. Let's take all the like terms together. We have 2, 4, 5 all over 5 times p raised to the power of 3 over p raised to the power of 5 times q raised to the power of minus 2 over q raised to the power of what? Minus 6. So that means, breaking it down, now 2, 4, 5 divided by 5, that will give us what? 49. That will give us 49. Now, but watch. We want to apply a law here. We'll look at this and this. We have two laws here. So we have division law here. We have division law here. So in essence, we have P, okay, this is 49 times. Now we have P raised to the power of 3 divided by P raised to the power of 5, which means in division law, we are going to keep their common base, which is P, and then subtract their power, which is 3 minus 5 times the same thing here. We have Q raised to the power of minus 2, then minus bracket what? Minus what? 6 bracket close. So this is equal to, now we have the root, which is 49 times, now p raised to the power of 3 minus 5, that is p was minus 2 times, now look at this, this is q raised to the power of minus 2, now minus, we multiply this minus inside the bracket, and that is minus times minus, that will give us plus what? 6. And so that will arrive us at, still have the square root, which is what? 49 times p raised to the power of minus 2 times, now minus 2 plus 6, that will give us q raised to the power of what? 4. So this is equal to, now that means we are going to have 49 p raised to the power of minus 2 q raised to the power of what? 4. But we're not done. We are still going to simplify each one of them, one after the other. We're going to simplify them. And so looking at this stage now, we have the square root of, now we are going to simplify this and this and this. Now since they are multiplying, we can apply some sort inside. So let's say we have 49 times, okay, let's say we have 49 times, then we have p raised to the power of minus 2 times square root of q raised to the power of what? 4. So this is equal to square root of 49 will give us what? Will give us 7 times. Now, how do we solve this? This is p raised to the power of what? Minus 2. It's like we have something like this. And so in maths, how do we deal with this? This is equal to, now remember, this is raised to the power of minus 2. So we have this minus means 1 over p raised to the power of what? 2. And so this is what we are going to apply here. That will give us times the square root of 1 over p raised to the power of what? 2 times. Now for this one is like saying what are two numbers that will multiply themselves together that will give us q raised to the power of 4. And so as simple, that would be q raised to the power of 2, because q raised to the power of 2 times q raised to the power of 2, according to multiplication law of indices, we add their powers and keep the common base. And so that will give us what? That will give us q raised to the power of 4. So that means the square root of q raised to the power of 4 is what? Is q raised to the power of what? Of 2. And so, but for this one, now we are going to still simplify this together. For this we have 7 times. Now watch. Now watch. Look at this one now. Now this is means the square root of 1 divided by the square root of p raised to the power of what? 2. So that means that this is the square root of 1 is what? Is 1 over, then the square root of p raised to the power of 2 is what? That is p raised to the power of 1 times p raised to the power of 1. A number that will multiply itself 2 times to give us what? To give us p raised to the power of 2. And that is p raised to the power of what? 1, which is the same thing as what? P. And so that will give us what? P times q raised to the power of what? 2. So in essence, we can say that this is equal to 7 times. We can still make it in an index form since we are dealing with sort. And that would be what? P raised to the power of what? Minus 1 times q raised to the power of what? 2. And so we have 7 p raised to the power of what? Minus 1, then q raised to the power of 2. So that is the final answer.